Quickly before this video starts, I'd like to address the comments I know I already get saying like, oh, you're not a pro player and stuff like that, just because I'm not from NA or EU and stuff like that. The word professional has become so oversaturated, it pretty much just means someone that plays under an organization in a league. I'm from OCE, so I know like people think that we don't have a pro league, but we do. I'm signed under the org Tainted Minds. Anyway, this kind of video isn't like my normal videos. This is sort of a different video that a lot of people requested, talking about what it's like being left-handed, what my binds are. I get a lot of comments about what my binds are because half my stuff's unbound. Like, in most games, being left-handed wouldn't be much different to others. It's just preference, just like everything else in sport and stuff. But even within Fortnite, if you're normal and you use IJKL, it's just the same thing. It's just around the other way. But me being the weirdo I am, I've always used the numpad to play games. I don't really know where that came from, but I just always have. And I always get people saying like, why don't you play with your right hand and stuff like that. But if you were to learn with your left hand, imagine how hard it would be for you to learn that when you've put years and years of work into almost perfecting like your movement with your right hand, and then going to your left one. It just wouldn't, you can't do it. I've tried multiple times to set up binds on my mouse and on my keyboard and stuff like that, and it feels really, really awkward for me. I just prefer to use the scroll wheel, and I know that's not the most effective way, but when you think about it, if you're building smart, not fast, and it's not too bad. So as you can see on the screen, these are my binds. I will leave them up for a little bit. Now the reason my slash is to jump is because when I was like really young and I would play games, my numpad 0, it didn't work. So that would be the equivalent to spacebar, and it didn't work. So I didn't have it, obviously I couldn't have it bound if it didn't work. So I was just like, oh, okay, I'll just go with slash, and it didn't really matter because I was only playing CSGO. The only binds that I actually have bound are my triangle and my flat, and I have them so when I'm in scrims, or even in a pub game, if I need a turtle, I can do it really quickly without having to scroll through a staircase too, because I'm just going to end up in some half box with a triangle on top of me, and the staircase on me, it's not going to work, Using the numpad and the scroll wheel can have disadvantages, especially because I sit around 80 ping. It's pretty bad. But I think, using the numpad and scroll wheel is what sets me aside from other pro players, or just other players, in general. Some of the difficulties I endure while doing this can be, I can't do some quote-unquote basic building techniques such as double floor ramp walls, but I personally find stuff like that useless. I think it's just, to show off that you can do it. I can do it to some extent, but 80 ping is just so inconsistent. I think even if I use binds, I don't think it would make much difference. If I think something's really needed and something's really useful in in game and in scrims, then I will practice it as much as I need to get the muscle memory to do it with scroll wheel. And I know like scroll wheel seems like such a daunting thing, but when you play with it since day one, once again you get used to it. And if I was to go and change my keybinds and just try switching hands or something like that, it would take me months to get back to where I am now, and then I'd just be months and months behind everyone else. So I think if I just keep going, keep persisting, I think I'll be able to keep up. As you can see, it's really hard for me to do the stair floor ramp, as it's so inconsistent with the ping and the scroll wheel and stuff like that. And for people asking, I don't have a fast scroll wheel. I have a setting on my mouse where I can actually feel the clicks on the scroll wheel. So it's like I just count 1, 2, just count through. Like, it's just like muscle memory once again, but you just get used to it. You just count the bumps and just move on. That's as simple as it is. A lot of people say I should get a left-handed keyboard, but there is no way in hell that I am learning to write on a keyboard that is completely backwards. Like, it will not make any sense to me, and I would never be able to learn that, so I'd rather just stick with a normal keyboard. One thing that I am trying to invest into is a left-handed mouse, because I feel like if I could get the binds on my mouse, that would be so useful. Overall, this was just going to be a quick video. I just wanted to show how I play, because a lot of people ask like how I play with the left-handed, what my binds are, stuff like that. I get a lot of crap for having these binds, or like a lot of people, doubt my ability to do stuff. They obviously have their setbacks and stuff, but I enjoy being different, and I'll continue to improve as a player with my weird ways of playing. When it comes down to it, every single thing is preference. If you find something comfortable, you shouldn't be ashamed of it. You should just try improving with your preference. But yeah, no, be sure to let me know in the comments what you think. I'd like to have some discussions with you guys. I don't really get to do that very often. If you guys have any questions about like binds or how I play or stuff like that, I'd be sure to reply and I'll try and, give you the best answer I can. For right-handed binds, I can't really help you. Same with left-handed. If you're left-handed, I would suggest trying to learn with the IJKL. Don't use numpad. Don't do what I did. It's not easy. My next video will be a montage. I've actually got some pretty insane clips for that one, so, you can look forward to that. But yeah, no, if you did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe. I guess you can chuck on notifications if you actually want to know when I upload. I don't upload very often, so you don't have to worry about that.